Okay. Resilience in humanity can be seen as water coursing through a riverbed. Rocks may at first give some resistance, but in the end, the water will wear away the rocks. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elsabe Bronkhorst, and as you've just heard, I actually willingly volunteered to go first this afternoon. If you hear my story, you will understand how that would have been near impossible for me to do a few months ago. I'm a wife, mother of 3 four-legged dogs, a proud employee at NFB for the past 2.5 years, and a very proud member of Find Your Voice 2020's unofficial introvert club. You'll meet the rest of the members later. I am very much the typical shy, quiet introvert who only says something when it really needs to be said. Well, they used to be anyway. I think some of my friends might freak me not being that way anymore. I think the one thing that we can really take away from this year is that we're actually capable of much more than we thought we were. Lockdown was introvert heaven at first. Work from home? Sure. No physical contact? Great. No awkward social gatherings? Whoopee! And to be perfectly honest, I did not see the point of being sent on a leadership program because I'm not a leader. Oh, that's what I thought anyway. But I quickly realized that the program was about more than just being a leader. It was about figuring out what was important to you and what your personal vision and moral code is, realizing that you're more than just a small cog in the big wheel of life. It was becoming more aware of my emotions and being able to label them properly. And of course, there have been many steps forward and unfortunately a few steps back as well. Being affected by COVID in many ways, the uncertainty of this year was unfortunately not good for my mental health. I didn't even realize that I had any problems until I was confronted with full-blown anxiety, mostly due to my inability to say no. I took on way more than my capacity at the start of the year, and because I'm by nature a people-pleasing and peace-loving person, I never once said no until the cracks started showing. But once they did, the program had actually given me the tools to deal with it. So I was able to label my issues and speak to my boss and my supervisor and explain the situation. And we collaborated and we found the best solution for the year. And as the year had gone on and I was firmly pushed out of my comfort zone, I actually started to make some valuable friends. I was no longer stuck in one little corner of the office. I was exposed to ideas, opinions, and very interesting viewpoints other than my own, which I would never have experienced if I had to stay where I was. I think it was a case of not knowing I was caged to some extent until the cage door was opened and I was firmly tipped out. So much so that I, introvert extraordinaire, who barely spoke to anyone outside of my self-made comfort zone, organized a food drive by accident for pet pals. And I also organized a pancake sale. Baking 500 pancakes is hard, just by the way. I rallied my colleagues, my friends, my family members, and we organized everything and everyone. I managed to delegate some things for once, even when I was forced. Thanks, Janet. And we managed to raise a lot of funds, food, and awareness for pet pals in the end. I'm incredibly proud of how we pulled together and how we all collaborated and worked together for greater good, even though it may not have been everyone's noble cause at the time. I'm to this day still not entirely sure how we did it. I also learned the value of problem solving and solution finding this year and have been able to apply those very valuable skills to some situations at work and at home. We also had the opportunity to listen to some amazing and awe-inspiring speakers and reflect on their lives and choices and compare it to our own experiences. And I think one of the biggest things we can take from them is that none of them actually saw themselves as a leader. They were in the right place doing what they were passionate about, and they eventually got there, even if it was for a random 1 year around the world backpacking trip. giving guitar lessons at university to get yourself out of a negative spiral, or even applying for a job that was completely out of your field. They all started somewhere humble, and they did the right thing, not the easy thing. And that's how I will aspire to be going forward. I will aspire to say no more, but I will also say yes to leaving my comfort zone and volunteer to go first even when I really don't want to. I will endeavor to be kind to everyone, including myself, and to take time to listen to the stories of others. I'll value myself more because I know my worth. And I will never again underestimate the power of the pancake cell. Finding my voice has been a turning point in my life. And this program has the innate ability to shape the hearts and minds of young leaders. I'm a proud alumni of this program, and I can't wait to see what happens next.